Hello everyone, welcome back to the first cake tutorial of 2023. We're kicking things off with this Galaxy Beauty, adding flowers for a bit of a twist. I have to admit I have fallen in love with this design. Now I'm working with cake dummies as this is a cake I'm taking to a wedding fair, but you'll decorate it just the same for a real cake. I've even ganached my dummies to get rid of the little polystyrene lumps and bumps to make the finish a little bit smoother. I have full tutorials on my cake recipe, ganache recipe, how to apply ganache if you're working with real cake. I've then covered each of my 3 tiers in sugar paste using the panelling method, which is also linked below. If you're new to the channel, I highly suggest checking out all of the basics videos first to give you the best foundation for all the upcoming tutorials and projects. The sizes are 5, 7 and 9 inch. I'm starting with my lightest colour, which is pink water-based airbrush colour. Now this used to be a lot better back in the day, but due to a certain red colouring being banned in the UK, we've now got this one. You want to go in with large sweeping patches of pink all over before going in with your next lightest colour, which for me is teal. This airbrush colour I'm using is water based. That means when you spray over another colour you'll see it change. Where the pink and teal meets, it creates a deep blue colour. You just want to fill in more of the white area. I'm then adding a very small amount of red, just a few patches here and there as I don't want this to be the main colour scheme, just an accent. Then finally I'm going in with indigo to fill all remaining white gaps and blending some of the other colours. I've done the same for all 3 cakes. You just want to let these dry up a little bit. Once that's done, you want to stick them together with ganache. Now if you're making a real cake, don't forget you'll need your dowels. Once I'm happy with how the galaxy is looking from top to bottom, I'm leaving this to set. This is one of those cakes that's quite satisfying to put together because it's just a case of assembling items that are already pre-made. These are some gold hoops I got from Amazon and I'll link everything I've used in the description box below. I love these as you get 2 of every size and there's quite a good nice range of sizes. The second items are these raw chiffon style ribbons and you can buy them in different colourways. This was the lilac and mauve set, but you can also get blues and greens and greys. Again, check the link below. They're a little bit transparent and have a nice raw edge to them, adding a bit of interest. The last item was this big box of florals which only cost me about £20 and you get a good range of different coloured roses, bunches of florals, greenery, balls and stems. These boxes also come in different colourways, so check the link and see what takes your fancy. The best part about it is that you've got a whole box for £20 and you don't have to go out and buy multiple bunches to get all the different looks. Now to keep my hoops on the cake, I'm using a little piece of wire which I'm just bending round into a horseshoe shape. If you are using real cake, you'll want to get these horseshoes in acrylic to make them food safe, and there is a company that does that and I'll leave them linked below. But as this is a dummy, I'm not going to waste the good stuff and I'll just stick them on with wire. Here you see I'll faff around quite a bit trying to choose my favourite layout. Where I'm going to put the ribbon, where am I going to put the hoops, which flowers should go where. But once I've decided, I start securing those hoops down with the little wire staples, one at the top and one at the bottom. I'm then just dropping in my flowers and foliage straight in where I want them to sit. Again, if you're using real cake, I have many tutorials where I've shown me applying flowers to real cake. You just want to put the stems into plastic straws. Don't just go jabbing these straight into the real cake. You'll see I can never still make my mind up where I want to place my flowers, but I do eventually decide and then commit to sticking them in. It was at this point I realised I made a massive error. I have not added the stars yet. This was my first cake back after a long time away from cakes during my Disney World holiday and Christmas, so I just got excited to jump straight in and decorate and completely forgot that it needed stars first. This is just white dust mixed with water and it's been flicked on with a toothbrush. I'm then continuing to hold up different bits of foliage to see if I like the placement before sticking them on. I then decided to add another hoop at the top and I'm going to secure it with another horseshoe shaped piece of wire. But it's not going to stand up on its own, so I'm placing a little bunch of flowers for it to rest on as well as a cocktail stick. This is hidden behind the flowers and the hoop can rest on it without flopping over. I just need to add some berries here, but they're a little bit short, so I'm attaching it to a wire using some floral tape, which is a great way of extending some of your shorter pieces. You can also attach it straight to a cocktail stick if you prefer. This just gives it that little bit of extra length needed to sit in the right place right beneath this rose. And that's it, we're all done. This came together super quick, as like I said, lots of the items were pre-made, and it's a case of assembling them nicely to make a cohesive design. I still have plenty of my roses left for all the other cakes, as well as ribbon and rings. I just really love this alternative design. You don't often think of galaxies and flowers at the same time, but I think it works. I was inspired by a table setting I saw on Pinterest, which just goes to show you can pick up inspiration from absolutely anywhere. Please comment below if you like it, and I hope you enjoyed this first tutorial of 2023, and I'll be back again with another one soon. Thanks guys.